All right, so La Playa is over here. The beach is over here. Yeah, there's definitely some more birds over here. What are those things? You can hear them. I think they're like little parakeet type things. So here's some semi-functional palm trees. As functional as palm trees can get, but yeah, this is a nice little beach over here. I don't come here as often as I probably should. So this beach is surrounded by rocks. If you go like from one edge, there's rocks by all these people, and then there's rocks all around it out to there, and then rocks back to this side. So pretty nice to have something breaking all the waves coming in. So that's Old San Juan in the distance. I called you the day after your birthday, and I was at El Morro. That might be it. That might be El Morro at the very edge there. That's either El Morro or the other fork at the other end of Old San Juan. But yeah, people exercising. They're out there quite a bit. There's some ladies waving at me. But usually there's some fish over here, because the water is the calmest in this corner over here. I don't know if I'll be able to see anything. Oh yeah, actually. Yeah, there's some... Yeah! Oh, that's so cool. There's a whole school of fish. I just walked right in here, and they're almost coming right up to me. It's amazing. It's amazing to me anyway. I don't know. I'm pretty easily impressed. But yeah, there's a whole school of those little yellow striped fish. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Buen dia. Okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty comfortable. I thought it'd be a little bit warmer than it is, but it's not bad at all. Especially with the breeze. But I guess it is October, so the worst months, even though it's not really that different any month to any month, or even summer to winter, it's not that different. But a little bit nicer than August, September, I guess. This is probably going to be a lot of walking and not much talking. I can't afford my own narrator yet. Sometimes there might be something interesting in here. Oh, there's some fish. There's some little, like, these skinny little fish. You can see them. They're always like right towards the top of right towards the surface. I don't know if they get a whole lot bigger. I always see them whether they're like, you know, a foot, around a foot, maybe a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit bigger. There's a school of them over there actually. Not sure what they are. They're pointy little fish. All right. I've actually never been in the water over here. Because I only recently got a pair of these like water shoes or whatever. So let's give it a try. See if there's anything over here. Oh, there's some fish down there. Yeah, this gets pretty extreme. Like the waves are pretty extreme. This is all just, you know, like really jagged, rough rocks. It doesn't look too slippery, which is nice. Oh, there's some, gosh, what are those fish? There's like little things that are, they scare them enough, they'll jump out of the water and freak out. These little things down here. I guess these would be tide pools, maybe. Little critters get trapped in here, like this little fish. Here's a smaller version of those yellow fish that we saw earlier. Wow, it's just so cool having clear water like this. Often it's really murky, or maybe just in that area it's often really murky because the water has to go through all those rocks and it picks up stuff on the way. That's just my hypothesis. Okay. All right, so that was my first time doing that. Probably getting pretty bored, although I guess, you know, what's your alternative other than walking around yourself? Look at this guy. So hopefully this is a good break between walks or whatever. Mom said you got up pretty quickly or pretty shortly after surgery, got around. Wow. Just amazing. Pretty useless, in my opinion, telling someone to, you know, be more patient. They're going to be whatever they are, generally. like there's an iguana down on one of those rocks. Hi. Oh, there's a couple of them maybe. Yeah, big guys. Jeez. That's just majestic down there. Those are monsters, relatively speaking. Not sure how they look on camera, but I'm sure they appear to believe they are masters of this domain, at least until I showed up. They're pretty scared of just about everything bigger than they are. But yeah, pretty cool seeing them just hang out on those rocks. This is all the farther I can actually go. Right here. There's often a whole bunch of little hermit crabs that live in these bushes. I don't see any right now. I think they come out at night mainly. Probably for safety reasons. Okay. I'm not sure what this fort is. I'm sure this used to be some fort over here. I don't know what it is. But there's this fort thing. Probably what I just need is music in the, like background music, some walking music. That would make this much less boring. Or something amazing to happen. Usually nothing amazing happens. Except for all the stuff that we just saw. Yeah, probably nothing down in these rocks. Pretty intense surf though. Speaking of surf, there looks like there's a surfer or surfers out there. I've never been out to that that side of that little rock or island out there. I've been close to that island, but it gets kind of, I don't know, quote dangerous unquote, because there's some pretty shallow places, and when it gets shallow there's a lot of rocks and coral and stuff, and given surf like this, you know, it can just sweep you across that stuff real easily, and there's not much you can do about it. When that happens, as happened to me once a little bit, you know, you just get torn up, and I had my finger cut up a little bit. It was annoying just because it's, you know, you're in salt water, so it's gonna start stinging afterwards. But it really wasn't, it could be much worse, I'm sure. Alright, let's see what's going on down here. Yeah, it looks rougher than usual, or maybe the tide is in. Usually you can walk around much easier. There's not as much water. Yeah, I really can't get out very far. It gets pretty slippery there. Everything's covered in moss. I can go up here though. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, jeez. What are these? I think these are just snails. There's a snail-covered rock right here. A bunch of these guys lose their shells for whatever reason. Maybe their shell will just get crushed and return to the ocean, or a hermit crab might pick it up and carry it around until it grows out of it. So that's how they go house shopping, I guess. They just go out and find a good snail shell. Oh geez, there's all these maybe sea urchins. They're up these black, very spiny things, and I think they might even have some red on them. But gotta be. Oh geez, that was a fish that just jumped out of the water. Gotta be very careful of those if you're not wearing shoes. Maybe if you are wearing shoes. Alright, yeah, I can't really see much right now just because the tide is in so far, and it's pretty rough. But yeah, this is often a pretty interesting place to go, like swim around. There's a little poolish area over here. One time I was here, some lady was swimming around, and she's like, "Oh, come over in this pool area, come check out these fishes." So yeah, I went and checked them out, and apparently I was still wearing my Bluetooth earbuds, so I learned that those are not waterproof. But I think, yeah, I saw some fish, so maybe it was worth it somehow. Lesson learned. Alright, getting out of here is interesting. Try this route. Okay. Yeah, this is behind me. This was definitely some sort of fort at one point. I used to work over in that building, but then I don't know. It got this big group of people came in, and they were really obnoxious, and they were paying a lot, so they weren't going to get kicked out, and they definitely weren't going to change. So I decided to move, and I think they actually might be, the co-working space actually might be shutting down. There's been talks of selling that floor to another business. Let's see here. This area, this whole swimming area right here is called Atlantis, and you can rent scuba gear. A lot of people bring their own, or they'll snorkel here, and there's all these different sorts of structures at the bottom you can swim through. So pretty, it's, yeah, just like that other beach. It's nice because there's walls breaking all the surf coming in. Keeps it pretty calm, nice for swimming. These beaches, this one and this other one across the pool there, they can get really full of that algae stuff that washes up. I think probably the same stuff that Florida gets. It looked exactly the same anyway. And it looks like there's none of it right now. There was some earlier this year, maybe a month or two ago. I can't get through. Nature is blocking my path. Oh, there's a small, just super bright green iguana over here. Whoa! Wow. Those guys are very fast when they want to be. And they've harnessed enough sun energy . Oh, look at this. This is one of those, I don't know if you can see them. One of those long, skinny fishes. Maybe about 1.5 feet. They're super tough to see though. Not a barracuda. But swimming one day in the other swim area, I did see a barracuda, and that freaked me out. So I got out and I talked to some people on the beach, described this fish that I saw, you know, what its mouth looked like, long, skinny-ish type thing, pretty big. Not, well, it was a couple feet. And they're like, yeah, that's a barracuda. They live around here. And this lady told me this long story about this famous barracuda that like mothers all the other barracuda around here. It was a great story. I'm not sure the validity of it or the truthiness of it. Man, I really need to swim more. It's really nice. Oh, so right across the water here, there's another sandy beach. And that's the beach of, you're not supposed to have private beaches. And I guess technically it's not private, even though it sort of is. This is the beach of this Hilton that just reopened. I think it's a Hilton. Caribe Hilton or Hilton Caribe. And it just reopened after closing from Maria. And yeah, it looks like a really nice beach over there. And when I was working in this building, you know, you would look out the windows and have a view of everyone on the beach. If you were sick of working or whatever, it was a amazing view. Yeah, this is not quite as clear. Again, because there's just always so much surf coming in and it has to pass through all the rocks to get here. So it probably picks up stuff along the way. Oh, so I went swimming here with my friend Corey probably about a year ago. And there were for sure jellyfish in here. Just like little small things. I don't even think they might have not even had tentacles. They just look like little marshmallow things floating around. Almost impossible to see those little jellyfish. That's pretty much that. Here's a place you can rent scuba stuff. I think it's called Scuba Dogs. This whole park is called Escambarón. Let's take a look at this map. This will probably explain things a little bit better than I possibly can. Okay, so here's a pretty good map. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see, I'll go around. There's this Atlantis thing, little things you can swim through. Oh yeah, Caribe, this is the Caribe Hilton Beach. Yeah, it's actually good to have a map like this. Pressure point. Anyway, oh. As if that's the only one, come on. But I guess that's there's these like sanctioned graffiti walls. There's a turtle over there, octopus over here, and even like downtown and stuff. There's some really well done graffiti on, you know, walls or barriers of various kinds, or you know, overpasses, blah blah blah. All right, I gotta think of where to go next, so give me a couple minutes.